I bet you didn't know that the real story of Hercules is nothing like the heroic legend you've heard. Forget the fairy tale. Hercules' myth is a tragedy, soaked in blood and regret. Driven mad by the gods, Hercules committed an unthinkable crime, murdering his own wife and children. The famous 12 labors? They weren't heroic adventures. They were punishment, a desperate quest for redemption. Each task was a painful step toward forgiveness, not glory. In ancient Greece, true strength meant surviving suffering, not just wielding power. Hercules was a broken man seeking atonement, not a celebrated hero. His journey is about guilt, pain, and the impossible search for redemption in a world ruled by merciless gods. The palace that once echoed with laughter becomes a tomb of silence. Hercules awakens from madness, blood on his hands, no villain to blame, only himself. The real monster was inside him, unleashed by the cruelty of the gods. Unlike the Disney version, there's no simple goal, no happy ending. Hercules' true quest is to survive his own remorse, not to become a god. The gods are not saviors. They are the architects of his suffering. His story is a brutal reminder of the fatalism at the heart of Greek myth. The truth behind Hercules is devastating and deeply human. Keep watching to discover the real tragedy behind the legend. From birth, Hercules was marked for suffering. As Zeus's illegitimate son, he was hated by Hera, who made his life a relentless trial. Even as a baby, he strangled serpents sent to kill him, a grim omen, not a heroic feat. His strength was a curse, leading to violence even in childhood. He killed his music teacher in a fit of rage, showing the danger within him. Hercules longed for a normal life, finding brief happiness with Megara and their children. But Hera's vengeance was patient and cruel. She struck with madness, turning his home into a battlefield. When he awoke, his family was gone, destroyed by his own hands. This was not cartoon villainy, but psychological torment. The Disney film erases this tragedy, replacing it with a sanitized love story. The real myth is rooted in the destruction of a loving family by divine spite. Hercules' suffering was personal, relentless, and inescapable. His life was shaped by hate, not heroism. Consumed by guilt, Hercules sought guidance from the oracle at Delphi. She decreed he must serve King Eurystheus and complete impossible labors. These tasks were not quests for glory, but sentences meant to break him. The Nemean lion, the Hydra, the Augean stables. Each labor was humiliating and grueling. Even clever solutions were dismissed. Redemption was always out of reach. The labors were solitary, punishing ordeals, not celebrated victories. There were no cheering crowds, only endless struggle. The Disney montage of triumphs misses the point. Hercules' journey was a decade of suffering, not a path to fame. His penance was a moving target, always just beyond his grasp. Years after Megara's death, Hercules married Deianira, hoping for peace. But fate intervened through the centaur Nessus, who, dying from Hercules' poisoned arrow, tricked Deianira into keeping his tainted blood as a love potion. Fearing Hercules' infidelity, Deianira smeared the blood on his tunic, unknowingly sealing his doom. When Hercules donned the tunic, the Hydra's venom burned him alive. The pain was unimaginable, a hero brought low by love, jealousy, and deception. Deianira, realizing her mistake, was consumed by guilt and took her own life. This tragedy was not divine punishment, but a human error with fatal consequences. The myth warns of jealousy's dangers and the lasting shadow of past violence. Hercules' end was not a glorious battle, but a slow, agonizing death. The cycle of suffering continued, claiming everyone he loved. His story is a lesson in the destructive power of fear and mistrust. Even love in this myth becomes a weapon. Hercules' fate was sealed by the very people he tried to protect. If you found this real story of Hercules as fascinating and tragic as we did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more mythological deep dives, and share your thoughts about Hercules' true fate in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. Racked by agony, Hercules built his own funeral pyre atop Mount Oeta. No one dared light it except a shepherd, Poias, whom Hercules rewarded with his legendary bow. As the flames rose, Zeus sent a cloud to carry Hercules' immortal spirit to Olympus. There he was reconciled with Hera and granted godhood, but only after unimaginable suffering. His mortal life ended in fire, but his story endured. The sanitized cartoon version erases the pain, guilt, and tragedy that define the myth. The real Hercules is not a superhero, but a deeply human figure, burdened by loss and regret. His tale is about the cost of strength, the weight of guilt, and the impossibility of true redemption. The myth endures because it speaks to our own struggles and wounds. In the shadows of history, the true, tragic Hercules waits to be remembered.